Alice here with another little tale. When my daughter was a child, I used to read her bedtime stories. She actually started reading me stories after a point. But they weren't about, Cinderella and fantasy and princess. I read her a lot of very deep philosophical, conceptual stories. I also did flashcards in her crib. She's actually a very successful young woman right now. And I think little things like this really contribute to that. So for those parents that don't have time at the end of the night, you're exhausted, whatever the case may be, why don't you play this for them? It's a great little story. And actually, adults can really emblazon this in their heart as well. And it's called Two Frogs in Trouble. Okay? Once, a big fat frog and a lively little frog were hopping along together when they had the misfortune to jump straight into a pail of fresh milk. They swam for hours and hours, hoping to get out somehow, but the sides of the pail were steep and slippery, and death seemed certain. When the big frog was exhausted, he lost courage. We talk about courage a lot. There seemed no hope of rescue. "Why keep on struggling against the inevitable? I can't swim any longer," he moaned. Keep on, urged the little frog, who was still circling the pail. So they went on for a while, but the big frog decided it was no use. "Little brother, we may as well give up," he gasped. "I'm going to quit." Now only the little frog was left. He thought to himself, well, to give up is to be dead, so I will keep on swimming. 2 more hours passed, and the tiny legs of the determined little frog were almost paralyzed with exhaustion. It seemed as if he could not keep moving for another minute. But then he thought of his dead friend and repeated, "To give up is to be meat for someone else's table, so I'll keep on paddling until I die. If death is to come, but I will not cease trying. While there is life, there is hope." Intoxicated with determination, the little frog kept on, around and around and around the pail, chopping the milk into white waves. After a while, just as he felt completely numb and thought that he was about to drown, he suddenly felt something solid under him. To his astonishment, he saw that he was now resting on a large lump of butter, which he had churned by his incessant paddling. And so, the successful little frog leaped out of the milk pail to freedom. Winners never quit, quitters never win.